Plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. A live look between the Hedges, Sanford Stadium and Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Golesh before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Auburn will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
And man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the big tight end. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give to Frazier. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll pitch it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but
makes the grab and room to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
what a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Using his legs to buy some time. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. In the red area, it's Frazier. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Brown will throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Let's send the tight end in motion. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes the easy throw in the flat. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The run inside. It's Washington. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And when you think about Alex Golesh's offense and his tenure now at the University of Auburn, like they've got to find those guys that can run the football. They like to go fast. And so bringing in Washington at the running back spot, obviously Brown's going to tote this a lot. But Washington, you saw him get toes for Baylor, Palmer, and he was really, really good. Consistent, can make plays, great balance, great speed, great power. Like this 1-2 punch with him and Brown could be elite.
I think there are a lot of running backs hoping to land.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play-action fake. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. We'll start this 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Catch in the middle, it's Wiley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they get him down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Right on the money. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Wiley. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff for Frazier. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Georgia 20-3. Number 91, set to kick off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the field.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Kane. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick strike complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Firing deep. Makes the grab down the left side.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, still looking. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much ball.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Motion from the wideout. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll give to Frazier. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Brown wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Turns it loose. Complete downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Humphreys. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fakes the grab. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd called by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Number 91, set to
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Utes chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Smashes him with the stiff arm. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. They'll give it to Washington. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Singleton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's a give to Washington. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Brown will throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Good, right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Georgia 37, Auburn 13. Number 45, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Georgia sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Offense gets set for second down. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little time. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Fires on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a give to Washington. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Defense has it.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Caught over the middle. It's Wiley. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Phillips. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
False start. Offense.
And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Punt is on its way. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback keep. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Kane. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Brown will throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The run inside, it's Cobb. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a third down and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On second and goal, he gets another chance. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That keeps the score. Georgia 37, Auburn.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he can go! And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's second and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They'll go right back to the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. On target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grab behind the line. It's Nimrod. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
First and goal, Auburn.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They are forced to settle for 3.
Georgia, 37-22. Number 45, set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't get him to the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. He's got the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down.
And the full dive and the grab down the left. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. There he goes! He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. Auburn lines up quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the point after is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. After this, it'll be a wrap. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.